Hello, happy travelers. We are in Aswan, Egypt, and we are staying 2 nights at the beautiful Movenpick Aswan. The Movenpick is on a large island that's in the middle of the Nile River called Elephantine, and the only way to get to it is by boat. So when you get to the main city of Aswan, you don't have to worry about getting over to the hotel because the Movenpick has their own boats, or you can hire a private transfer, which generally is not recommended because you might get scammed. Now, the Movenpick property is really big. There are 2 different sections to it, the tower part and the Elephantine part, and we are staying in the tower part on this trip. Right when you get off the boat, you'll pass by the property's farm, which is 40,000 square meters and provides a lot of produce for the resort's 6 restaurants and bars, as well as other things like greenery and flowers for the beautification of the resort.
This resort also has a really good sustainability program, which is something that you don't really see in Egypt. They sort through all of their trash into recycling and try to reuse and compost as much as possible. They donate any food that's left over from any of the buffets that they have. On the way up to the lobby, they also have this deer house where they have some native species of deer. Our guide told us that these deer were native to the area. I don't think they really live here anymore, but they have a few deer that
Are real cute
and live on the property. So.
One nice feature of the property is that they have these alabaster pillars all over the place. Alabaster is well known to this area of Egypt. You can see light through it very well, so at night they have these lights underneath them and they kind of glow. But if you're going to buy something in Egypt that they say is alabaster, make sure that you get genuine alabaster because there's a lot of fake stuff here. Just off the main lobby of the tower part of the resort is a big open area. There is a kids club, and also they have babysitting services. Also just off here is where the shopping area, if you want to buy any souvenirs. Our guide told us that he doesn't recommend buying souvenirs here because A, they're not always genuine, and B, sometimes they might try to raise the price on you a little bit. So we don't plan on buying anything here, but just know that if you want to buy your souvenirs here. The tower part of the resort has a very nice lobby area with air conditioning, which is always nice in Egypt. Pretty standard check-in. There's a concierge, guest relations, spa desk, all of that. There are also ATMs on this level and the souvenir shops that I mentioned earlier. Up on the first floor, you come into this big area, which is the lounge bar. Lots of cushy couches and seats. They have a pool table. There's also a stage. We heard some live Egyptian/Nubian music here last night, which was pretty cool. One thing I should mention about the Movenpick is a lot of times you'll see just completely glass walls. That's because the views from Elephantine Island are really great and they take really good advantage of them at this resort.
Just off the bar is the breakfast restaurant where they do buffet breakfast every day. Our stay included the buffet breakfast, so I think that's kind of standard for most people staying at the resort. In addition to the breakfast buffet, they do a la carte dining for lunch and dinner at this restaurant as well.
The lounge bar also has this outdoor area, which is in shade and really nice to sit outside during the day. In Aswan, it gets a little hot, so being in the shade is a bonus. There is a big TV to watch sports and giant chess. Wouldn't be a good resort without giant chess. Also, there are some chairs and tables in the sun, but I don't recommend that here.
Just outside that restaurant, you'll come to the big pool area. They have a fish farm where I believe they grow fish that they serve in the restaurant. I'm not 100% sure about that. But it's a really big pool, and they have a pool bar out here as well where they serve some light snacks. The pool is not heated. It's pretty warm in Egypt, so it might be okay to get in.
And down one level from the main pool, there is this little shallow pool, which would be good for the kids. Kind of reminds me of the Flintstones. There's a little cave in here. So aside from the large farm they have, just along the paths and everything, they have edible plants. We just saw one of the chefs out here picking some basil.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just gonna go right into the restaurant and cook something. So on some parts of the resort, you'll see colorful walls and shapes. That is a nod to the Nubian heritage of Elephantine Island. There are nearly 4,000 people who actually live on the island, and most of them are Nubian.
So they have a lot of hotel rooms all over the property. 404 rooms, I think, is what I read online. But they also have these villas on this section behind me, which are multi-room if you had a whole family and wanted to all stay in an area together. I should also mention, if you wanted to walk to get to the other side of the island where the Nubian village is, it's pretty hard to do so. We figured out how to do it yesterday. There isn't a clear road or path there. So just keep that in mind, that if you wanted to go to like the local grocery store that's over there, you're probably gonna have to take a boat to get to that other side of the island.
We have a king room. I'm not sure exactly of the category because we didn't book it ourselves, but I'm guessing it's a partial Nile view because we have a partial view of the Nile. We are in the tower part of the resort. So we have this nice big king bed, which is awesome. A little seating area, and there is an ashtray here. Smoking is huge in Egypt, and you're allowed to smoke inside, which is just, as a Californian, crazy to me. But it doesn't smell like anyone has smoked in here, or if they did, I can't smell it at all, so that's good.
Yeah, that is good news.
Your standard plugs and nightstands over here. In Egypt, the plug is like they are in Europe with the 2 prongs, so make sure to bring your adapters and converters. 220 volts here. We have this lovely balcony. I am loving the February weather in Egypt. It has been extremely nice. Ta-da! We are facing south, and we have a view of the very large swimming pool, kind of more of the resort grounds, and the Nile on either side, since we are in a big island in the middle of the river. They stocked us with one of these big 1.5 liter bottles of water, which is great because the tap water is not drinkable in Egypt. We have an electric kettle and some instant coffee and tea, of course. Oh, they actually have creamer in this one.
Oh, nice. That's been something that we've been lacking in a lot of hotel rooms. They'll give you sugar, but no sort of creamer, not even powdered creamer.
No diet sugar though, unfortunately. Like, this is called diet sugar. Nice modern TV. So you have all manner of information here, 3 different QR codes, and then the directory, guest services, restaurant. You got a big thing where you can, I don't know what you call this, put your luggage on and open it up. And there's storage under here in case you unpack when you're at hotels, which I've never done that before. So climate control, great. Closet, extra pillow, safe, which is always good. They start the mini bar with some chips. Those kind of tasty. Stocked mini bar, we've got some sodas, waters, beer and wine, which none of the other mini bars have had wine.
Oh, laundry bag.
They have laundry here at the Movenpick.
We should do that, huh?
Yeah, we probably should do it. Like,
yeah.
Another closet with lots of storage, another pillow. Doesn't look like, did I bring the iron? I didn't, did I?
No, they probably have one down below though.
Yeah, no iron and ironing board, but service so far has been very good. This is a 5-star hotel. In Egypt though, it's a little hard to tell whether it's actually 5-star service or whether everyone just wants to get a tip.
If you're on a group trip like we are, our tour guide has collected some cash from us and he takes care of tipping everyone for the whole group. So you don't have to always be tipping the entire time. And that includes tipping the hotel staff.
All right, the bathroom. Nice full-length mirror here. Bathroom is not huge, but it's functional. Lots of counter space, one sink. They have, what are these called? Bathroom condiments.
It's not bathroom condiments, no. This is kind of interesting. So we've got a mirror here. And a mirror here. Whoa!
Bathroom pass-through. And a big shower.
Yep.
Yeah, with more bathroom condiments.
Has a little step down. That's actually really nice because a lot of the times when it's flat, the water comes out, so that isn't going to be an issue here, which is good.
You can call your friends. It's great. It's very clean. Has everything we need. It's a little bit dated, I think, because we're in the older part of the hotel, but I don't even really care.
No, totally fine. In the grand scheme of Egyptian hotels, this place is very, very nice. Definitely on the upscale.
The last time we stayed in Aswan, we had many cockroaches.
We almost stayed at this resort and we didn't. to save like I think $25 a night. We stayed somewhere a little cheaper, and that was one of the worst decisions ever. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Although there are a lot of great views from the Movenpick, the best view is probably up at the Panorama Restaurant in the tower section. It's on the 13th floor. It's a fine dining experience, which you need reservations for. And as you can tell by the name, the views are panoramic and very gorgeous.
They serve lunch and dinner at that restaurant, and they also do a 1-hour high tea, which you can go if you don't want to have a full meal there. So even though we're staying in the tower section of the Movenpick, we are allowed to come over to the Elephantine side of Movenpick. There's a few ways that you can get over here. You can just take a walk. It takes about 5, maybe 6 minutes to walk over. Or if you don't want to walk, they'll bring you over by a buggy or a golf cart, which is really nice because it can be pretty warm here. So if you don't want to be outside walking for that long in the sun, buggy's the way to go. At this part of the resort, the lobby is really big and open. Big fake palm trees right in the middle. You're gonna find a couple different restaurants, lobby bar, pretty much the same thing you'll find at the other resort they have here as well. There's some really nice gardens that are kind of out in front. You can walk around. Great places to sit and overlook the Nile. They also have an Egyptian restaurant here that has really good views of the tombs that are right on the west bank.
The Elephantine restaurant right in front of me is the same menu as the L'Orangerie restaurant on the other side of the resort, which is where they have the buffet breakfast and the a la carte lunch and dinner. So you don't have to go between each part of the resort to get breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
On the lower floors of this building, you'll find the hotel's gym. It's the only gym on property. Pretty well equipped though, which is really nice. So there's an option if you do want to get a quick workout in. They also have a jacuzzi. The water in the jacuzzi is not super warm, not what we're accustomed to in America. Probably like 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's all enclosed inside. This is also the area where the hotel's massage and spa are. So if you wanted to get any sort of massage treatment, they do offer that here. And there is also a sauna, which I haven't gone in to check because it is very warm and that does not sound appealing at all right now. They also have a really nice pool on this side with a big pool bar, which almost looks like it might be a swim-up bar on one side. From what I understand, you can get some small snacks and things like that, and of course some drinks.
Thanks for watching our resort tour. If you have any questions about the hotel, be sure to put them in the comments. And make sure you hit that subscribe button because we do have more adventures coming up in Egypt. But for now, this is Kelly from the Awkward Tourists. Peace out. Today we are going on an overnight adventure on an Egyptian sailing boat. Right when you get off the boat, you're going to pass their... That's Egypt. Right when you get off the boat from the main city of I almost said Aslan. Like, Narnia. Oh, am I talking? L'Orangerie.
L'Orangerie.
L'Orangerie. Round. All day dinning. The most important thing is to start with a room tour. That's dumb. See these colorful walls and colorful shape. And that is a nod to the Nubian heritage of Stop it! That's how I run on the treadmill. We have an electric kettle.
Hey, Hammy.
Can you wait here?